Good afternoon, friends. Adam at Focal Point here, coming to you live from Focal Point of Minnesota's world headquarters in lovely but overcast Plymouth, Minnesota. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. I'm trying something different today. I'm kicking off the first in what will be probably a six-part webinar series called Eat That Frog. This is based on a workshop that we put on that is generally a half-day workshop. And what I'm trying to do here is break it down into bite-sized pieces. Today will be more of an intro overview look at what this means, followed up by a little more detail in the webinars to come. Eat That Frog is at its core about personal productivity, about the ideas of time management, delegation, prioritization, and overall just getting control back in your life by getting control over your schedule. Like I said, today is the main points. We'll go deep into the content as we go on through the various workshops. If there's interest, I would love to take this from webinar on Facebook to a live in-person workshop. This is generally done in about a half-day workshop. It is a paid workshop, but I guarantee and I promise that I will do everything I can to make the price affordable and make sure that you get maximum value and get a ton of value out of the program. If you're interested in something like that, if you'd be interested in going deep on this, doing the exercises, getting together in groups, and working through a process that will result in you having an actual written plan on how to build things, how to grow, how to become more productive and manage your time better, let's talk about it. Comment below, shoot me a message, and let's figure something out. Now, you already know about me, you know about my story, but you may not necessarily know what business coaching is, what it means, what I do as a business coach. Essentially, I work with my clients, business owners, professionals, executives, on how to get better, on how to maximize the areas of excellence and how to overcome those critical constraints that are holding them back, whether they be related to their team, time, money, or clarity, what they want to do when they grow up. We look at things like communication, strategy, efficiency, delegation, leadership, and we work through this in both one-to-one coaching, in group coaching, in workshops and online seminars like this, in coaching and training, and in assessments. Bottom line, it's my role to equip people with the tools they need to get better, to help them figure out what they need to do, what their actions need to be, and then hold them accountable to make sure that they go ahead and executing against those action items. There will never be enough time to do everything you have to do. Now, this is a quote by Brian Tracy, and this is just the first part of this quote. It's instructive because the second part states, but there will always be enough time to do the most important thing you have to do. Bottom line, Eat That Frog is about identifying and doing that most important thing on your list. So where does the quote come from? Eat that frog. Where does it come from? It is a quote attributed to Mark Twain, who said, "Eat a live frog first thing in the morning, and nothing worse will happen to you the rest of the day." What it basically means is if there's something really bad that you have to do, you're just better off getting out of the way in the morning. Make it the first thing you do, get it off your plate, and move on with the rest of your day. Now, why? Why do we want to start with that worst, ugliest, hairiest frog on our list? Well, frankly, it's going to have the biggest, most positive impact on your day. That frog, in business sense, in personal terms, is that biggest, most important task that you need to do. It's also most likely the one that you dread the most. It's what you've been putting off, you're procrastinating about, and you're working around. You're trying actively to not do it. Now, there's surely a reason why you're not doing it, but that probably does not outweigh the importance of getting it done. So Eat That Frog is about approaching that task, that frog, with a different attitude. Approaching it with the attitude of recognizing the importance and the benefits of getting it done, of getting that task completed, rather than focusing on the pain associated with actually doing it. Think about the benefit of having it done and behind you, and not how much it's going to suck actually working on it. So in terms of Eat That Frog, start with the biggest, ugliest one first. Let's be honest, if you get the worst thing in your day out of the way right away, the rest of your day does actually look pretty good. You're going to be empowered, you're going to be happier, you're going to be energized for having gotten an important thing done, and you're going to be more productive. Eating that frog is essentially about getting more things done. Now, to build on that, another quote from Brian Tracy: you can only get your time and your life under control to the degree to which you discontinue lower value activities. Clear out the things that don't matter. Focus on what matters the most. That's productivity in a nutshell. And really, if you break down productivity, you can break it down into 4 different ideas, 4 keys: clarifying, simplifying, maximizing, and multiplying. Clarify. Develop that absolute clarity about what you want and the best way to achieve it. What are you trying to get done, and how do you go about working toward getting it done? Simplify. Learn to delegate, learn to outsource, learn to eliminate those low value or no value tasks that tend to dominate our lives. Those 57 things on your plate, on your list, that get in the way of the 4 or 5 or 6 that are really important. Learn to maximize. What are you best at? What's your area of excellence? Determine what that is, what that special talent is, and then work to maximize and leverage that to the ultimate. Make sure that you are focusing on that more than anything in order to move you forward. And then finally, how do you multiply? How do you use those around you? How do you use the resources you have, the people you know, the skills you can employ from others, their resources, their networks, to help you achieve your goals? No man is an island. It takes a village. The more resources, the more help you can pull in, the faster you will be able to get to your goals in the most efficient way. Now, in every workshop I do, we always go through questions. We always go through takeaways. Obviously, this is just a video, so we can't really do that, but I want you to think about this idea of committing to action, that idea of applied knowledge. When you learn something, the best way to commit that to memory and lock it in is to go act against that learning, actually go apply that. It's going to do 2 things. It's going to lock in that idea in your brain, but also it's going to allow you to get moving, get working toward something, toward that goal, toward that quest you're trying to achieve, toward that place you're trying to reach. So the idea is, find that one thing. In this 7-minute video that I just did, hopefully you picked up one little grain of truth, one little piece of information. How do you apply it? Commit to action, go do it, and see how much faster you begin working toward achieving your goals. So let me know what you think. I want feedback. I want to know if you like this format, if it's too long, if it's too short, if I speak too fast, if it makes no sense. I want to know if you like these kinds of things. I want to know if you're interested in getting more information. And like I said, I want to know if you'd be interested in a workshop like this. I would love to put this on for you. I would love to figure out if there are a group of you that want to get together and work through this as a group and come up with your individual plans. I think it is overwhelmingly positive, and I think the value there in coming out with an idea and a plan that you can work toward is powerful and empowering. If you're interested, let me know. I look forward to this series. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you again for your comments. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day.